My name is Jinal Jhala and I am your instructor of this subject. So first of all, what is array and what is the use of array? So here in figure you can see the variable, that is integer a is equal to 10. So in this variable we can store only one single value. But if you want to store multiple values together in a single variable, then it is possible? Yes, it is possible with using array or string. So today we have to learn this new chapter, that is array. So when the question asked in exam about two-dimensional array, always ask like explain declaration, initialization and representation of 2D array with appropriate example. So the declaration, initialization of one-dimensional array already we have seen in previous video. So let's see how we can declare our two-dimensional array. Two-dimensional means in the row and in the column form. So first of all, declaration part, first write the primary data type, then after our array name, and here we have to write two square bracket. First square bracket is for row and second square bracket is for column, because here two-dimensional array. In one-dimensional array we have to use only one square bracket. So just remember this thing. And the example of two-dimensional array is integer a 3. Means in this a variable we can enter maximum 3 rows and 3 columns, because first square bracket is for row and second is for column, that's why. And how it will store in memory? So when this declaration statement execute in memory, one table will be generated and 3 rows and 3 columns, means total size occupy for 9 elements of integer type, and array index always starting from 0 to n-1, you already know. So how it will store? So here you can see in the table different index. Our first element store at a of 0 index, because our starting row is 0 and starting column is also 0. Then after our second element store at 0 row and 1 column at a of 1, and third is at a of 2. Our first row will be completed, then move to the second. So our row index value is 1, column again starting from 0. So next element store at a of 10. Then after a of 12 and a of 11 and a of 12, and last row is a 2, again column starting from 0. So last row in first element is at a of 20, then after a of 21 and a of 22. Now let's see the initialization part. Initialization means assigning a value to our variable, and we can initialize two ways. First is a compile time and second is a runtime. So first see the compile time initialization. So here you can see that integer a 3 is equal to, we have to enter total 9 elements, right? So here I am entering 9 different elements. So this is called as a compile time initialization. Now next is a runtime initialization. So remember this thing, that when you want to enter or print the value of two-dimensional array, compulsory you have to use nested loop. Nested loop means outer loop is used for number of rows and inner loop is used for number of columns. So here in example you can see that for I is equal to 0 to I less than 3 and j is equal to 0 to j less than 3. Why 0? Because array index starting from 0, and then after we have to write scanf function, and in scanf write the %d for integer and ampersand a of ij. I is for row and j is for column. And just to see the memory representation. First these all 9 elements are stored sequentially in our table. So in this way we can initialize 2D array. Let's see with one example. Here I am entering one 3 cross 3 matrix and print the same matrix in the matrix form. So first of all include the library. Then after write the main function. Then after declare one 2D array, and two variables here required for nested loop, one for row and one for column. So integer a 3 is our 2D array and I and j is for row and column. First of all write the printf that enter elements of matrix. Then after use the nested loop, and the range is same as previous one, like for I is equal to 0 to I less than 3. And again for j is equal to 0 to j less than 3, because 3 rows and 3 columns, and write this scanf function. Now I want to print the same element in the matrix form. So again write the printf in nested for loop. So same nested for loop I have write here, but instead of scanf write the printf that %d /t. /t is used for tab, and after comma write the matrix, that is a, I, j. After completing this inner loop, write the printf /n. Why /n? Because we want to print in matrix form, means 3 rows we have to differentiate here. That's why when I is equal to 0, one time /n will execute and new line is created. Then after when I become 1, again /n execute and one new line will be created. Again I become 2 and one new line will be created. That's why we have to write /n. So see the output. First of all enter the elements. So we have to enter total 9 different elements, and then after we will get the answer that all elements printed in the matrix form. So in this way we can write the program of 2D array. Let's see practically. Welcome to the practical session. In previous PPT example we have seen that how we can enter the elements in matrix and how we can print the elements. So here we will see one another example, and the definition of program is like write a program to add two 3x3 matrix and print the resultant matrix. Means here first of all we have to take two different matrix and the matrix size is 3x3. So first our input is one matrix, that is A, second is a B, and finally we have to store the answer of matrix addition in one another variable, that is C. So our input is our 2 matrix and our output is 1 matrix. First of all declare all the matrix. So I am declaring integer first input matrix A and size is 3 because we have to add 3x3 matrix, that's why. So here in first bracket for row write 3 and same for column. Again we have to declare second matrix, that is B, and size again 3 and one resultant matrix in which we can store our output. So C 3 and two more variables required here, because we have to take one nested loop. All time for 2-dimensional array you have to use nested loop. So I is for row and j is for column. Now first of all input the matrix A and print the matrix A, then after again input the matrix B and print the matrix B, and then after in our process we have to add our matrix A and B, and finally print the matrix C. So how many nested loop required here? For A variable we require 2 nested loop, one for scanning and one for printing. Same for B variable, 2 nested loop required, one for scanning and one for printing. Then after one nested loop is required for process, for addition, and last nested loop is used for printing our output matrix. So let's start with our matrix A. I am writing one printf statement. Enter matrix A. And we have to take nested loop. So for I is equal to 0 and I less than 3, because our matrix size is 3 rows and 3 columns. So this outer loop is for row, and I plus plus. In this loop we have to take one another loop for column. So for j is equal to 0, j less than 3, j plus plus. And in this loop we can write our scanf statement. So write scanf %d and ampersand a of ij, because here this is two-dimensional array, and semicolon. So our first input part is completed. Now if I want to see our matrix A, then the same loop we have to use, but instead of scanf we have to write printf statement. So I am just copy the whole nested loop here, Ctrl C and Ctrl V, and instead of scanf simply write printf and remove the sign of ampersand, and here I am writing /t. Why /t? Because I want to print the elements in matrix form in 3 rows and 3 columns. So here /t is used for tab, and after this column loop write one printf statement, and in this printf write /n for new line. So when I is equal to 0, our 3 elements will be print, and then after new line will be print, and then after remaining 3 elements are in new line. Again new line execute and our third row will be created. Now same thing we have to write for B. So I am copy this whole thing, Ctrl V, and instead of A write B. And here in printf enter matrix B. Our input part is completed now. Now our next part is process, and in process we have to find matrix addition. So how we can write simple addition? For simple addition you have to write C is equal to A plus B, but here we have a total 9 elements because our matrix is 3 cross 3. So when you want to find C of 0 0 means our first index element, then C of 0 0 is equal to A of 0 0 plus B of 0 0. Then after, if we want to find C of 0 1, then A of 0 1 plus B of 0 1. So this process also we have to write in nested loop. So again take one nested loop, and paste here and remove this scanf function. Here we can write like C of ij is equal to A of ij plus B of ij. Now how it will execute? Initially our I value is 0 and j is also 0. So I and j both are 0 now. So C of 0 0 is equal to A of 0 0 plus B of 0 0. Then after, our I is constant, I will be 0, but our j increment. So the j value is 1. So C of 0 1 is equal to A of 0 1 plus B of 0 1. Then after, j again increment. So j value will be 2. So C of 0 2 is equal to A of 0 2 plus B of 0 2. Then after, our j will be increment, j become 3, but now our loop condition become false. So our loop execution of j loop will be stopped and I will be increment. So I value become 1, again j starting from 0. So c of 1 0 is equal to a of 1 0 plus b of 1 0. So in this way we can add two matrix in our final matrix, that is C. Now our final work is print the matrix C. So again I am taking one loop, simply copy and one printf output matrix C, then slash n and control V. But here instead of B, our final output store in our C matrix. So print the value of C matrix. Code is lengthy but it's very easy. So first here in comment we can say that it is input A. Then after this second loop is for print matrix A. Then third loop is for input B. Then fourth is for print matrix B, and this loop is used for matrix addition, and our final loop is for output. Now compile the program. So you can see here errors and warnings 0 0. So just run the program. First of all enter matrix A. 3 cross 3 matrix is here. So we have to total enter 9 elements for matrix A. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So here you can see first of all matrix A is print here. Then after enter matrix B. So I am enter one another matrix. So one another matrix B is also print here, and our final output matrix C is also you can see on the output screen. See the first element of A, it is 1, and first element of B is also 1. So 1 plus 1 means 2. So our C of 0 0 means our first element of output matrix is 2. So you can see here this is matrix addition. Now see the second element of our A matrix, it is 2, and second element of B matrix is 3. So 2 plus 3 we will get the answer 5, and you can see on the screen it is 5 in our C matrix. So in this way we can find the matrix addition. Again run the program for another output. One, one, one. Here I have entered all values 1. Again for same thing for B matrix. So you can see the output matrix, that is 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. In this way we can also do matrix multiplication, then transpose of matrix, and many more operation regarding matrix, determinant and table operation. Hope guys you understand two-dimensional array very well. We will see you in next video. Till then take care. Bye bye. Thank you so much.